So right now, actually, I'm standing right outside of the St. Louis Art Museum, which is right in Forest Park, one of the many buildings there. We have the World's Fair Pavilion, there's the planetarium. I am not sure how many of these I'm going to be able to make. And since I didn't bring my tripod with me, I have limited places where I can actually film outside of my phone. But this is me in a sense, documenting coming home. So here we are, Sunday morning. I'm actually roaming the south side. I'm headed to the bus stop, meeting up with my friend Rody that I've known since I was about 13 or 14. We're actually going to kind of do a little scenic tour. I've kind of walked around and did one, but now at least I have someone else to go with me. Anyway, for y'all that don't know the south side, but this section I'm in, it's the basically the state and Indian streets. Every street down here is named after a street or a Native American tribe, or probably both. You know, like Wyoming. I think that's a good example of both of them. But yeah, everything down here is a state street. Like the state streets go north and south, and the Indian streets go east and west. Am I allowed to say Indian? I don't know. Maybe it's Native American. But well, that's what we refer them to, you know. And as we get older and realize that a lot of the terms and whatnot we use are, I guess, racially insensitive, culturally insensitive. You know, it never occurred to me. We were talking about it yesterday. There's so the Italian neighborhood that's in South St. Louis too, we used to call Dago Hill, not realizing that it was a slur and it was insulting. It was just what we heard it as. Just like we didn't have Chinese restaurant, we went to the Chinaman. You know, that was the name of the building, wasn't necessarily the dude that owned it or one that made your food. But that's what we end up calling it. So refiguring all that out now. But anyway, like right now, we're on Nebraska, and I'm taking the Chippewa bus downtown to meet up with Rody. So that should be pretty fun. Well, definitely. Yeah. Oh yeah, definitely.
The last time I came and did this, I went right over there. You gotta go. To get my tickets. Hey ma'am, they just send us the nice little bag. There will be a bag.
Oh yeah, that's right. You know where you're going. I'm just. Welcome to inside Busch Stadium. Last game of the season.
That's what's up. Hanging with Chris. Hanging with Chris.
So for a long time, I've been talking about U City Loop, one of my favorite places. I'm actually here, so I'm gonna give a bit of a small tour, I suppose. One of the things that makes this place stand out is our Walk of Fame. Let's see if we can put that in focus. So, as we walk down here, there are different stars of people that either were born in St. Louis or call St. Louis home. There's William Greenleaf Elliott. I have no idea who that is, but there is a little part down there that's a little bit difficult to read. Let's see who that is. Well, anyway, it has down here has tons of shops and bars and it's probably about 3 or 4 blocks compressed. There you go. There's one you'd recognize, Michael McDonald from the Doobie Brothers. Yes. So St. Louis. But this is actually how I ended up finding out part of our history just by coming down here and reading. Of course, everybody remembers the Wizard of Oz, Ozzie Smith. One of the greatest shortstops that had ever lived defensively. A lot of people may talk about Alex Rodriguez in that category and a few others, but yeah, as for now, Ozzie Smith is St. Louis royalty. So I didn't come here much as a kid. It was more as an adult. Oh, there's somebody else you may recognize, Marsha Mason, mainly known for a lot of Neil Simon plays in those movies, but she has a long acting career. Mike Peters, the choreographer who did tons of choreography. Main reason I remember is he not only was in the Michael Jackson Beat It video. So, and I haven't been across the street yet. Probably one of my favorite places and people on the planet, Robert Guillaume. Younger generation knows him as the voice of the monkey in Lion King. Us old heads know him as Benson. Now I'm gonna have to go home and watch that again. See, there's a recognizable name there, Chuck Berry. There. And some of y'all didn't know, sportscaster Bob Costas is from here. Let's see who we got. Stan Musial, of course he played here. Stan Man. And despite the name, Tina C. Williams, born in St. Louis, Missouri. Here we are out at Macklin Days. Just a huge block party. Well, a huge 2 or 3 or 4 block party. A lot of, it's family friendly. As you see, you can hear the music. There are vendors, just, you can buy a beer and roam the streets with it. That's always nice. This is going on from like noon till 8. And I'll probably be down here for most of it. It's a Saturday. What else are you supposed to do? Like, especially not being in Maine. So, yeah, why not?
There's a YouTuber that came here and filmed it all too. I forget what it is, but reptile snakes or whatever.
Oh, nice. Yep, we are here at the St. Louis Zoo. I should have brought the phone out earlier, but yeah, I did bring the expensive camera thing. I'm gonna get better shots and whatnot. Not so much. So I'm gonna say that for Tile Grove Park later. Right now, this is what I'm end up posting at some point. I haven't, like I didn't do a Facebook Live for this particular one. I wanted to be able to go back and chop it up a little bit better. The Antelope House, we are in Big Cat Country. Yeah, I think that the
Red Rock Country.
oh, Red Rock. Oh, we missed Big Cat. Oh. Plus walking out in that sun. See the difference in the video quality with the little shade to it. Those being wiped out.
It's really easy. I've had it since almost when the internet first came out. How they went around.
Sorry, did I put my finger right in?
A couple more down there. So right now, actually, I'm standing right outside of the St. Louis Art Museum, which is right in Forest Park, one of the many buildings there. We have the World's Fair Pavilion, there's the planetarium. I am not sure how many of these I'm going to be able to make. And since I didn't bring my tripod with me, I have limited places where I can actually film outside of my phone. Right behind me, actually, is the statue of St. Louis. It has some scribblings on it, and I didn't really read the history. So maybe I should have did that before making it. That'd be part of the editing process. And to turn it off. So you can see that hospital behind me. That is Barnes Jewish, aka originally was just Barnes Hospital, and that is where I was born. There had their own wing. It was actually technically called St. Louis Maternity. So all my friends that work at the hospital, if you think getting around Northern Light Medical is difficult, I can only imagine the challenge that that place is. Children's Hospital. So they have a whole separate wing or a separate set of buildings. Well, now we're in a different park. We're in Tower Grove Park for Food Truck Friday. And what it is that this whole long line of different cuisines served out of food trucks is in the park. I guess they're supposed to be here from like 3 to 7. There's a couple of, they do live music here as well. I'm kind of excited to be here. Like one-stop shop, can grab a beer. Problem is, I think that everything is cash. So I'm gonna have to figure out how to do that because I always put everything in the car. Here it goes. I don't know how well y'all are gonna be able to hear me with all the food trucks and commotion in the background, or see me, judging by that blinding sun behind them. But these are just some of the many food trucks. It is such a gorgeous day out. It's like 71 degrees. Sun is starting to, it's not beating down on as much. I wish I didn't have to hold this camera. So I've decided to sit down for a second. Feels like I've been walking the entire time I've been in here. I'll have 40,000 steps when it's all said and done. Rody and Mike haven't even made it here yet. If anything, I'm going to sleep well tonight. Behind me, as you can hear, there is live music. And again, they have the food trucks. I'm excited to check out at least one. One in particular has intrigued me, Truck Norris. Just the name of it. I know that they have tachos, which maybe Boss and Josh want to steal that one for their loaded tater tots. Tachos. So before I leave, I was lucky enough to come out to my alma mater. I graduated from Eureka High School in 1989/90. Depends on who you ask. My diploma, I haven't seen it in a while. Anyway, I'm here showing support. Kind of interested to see if I run anybody from high school. That'd be nice. If not, it's a beautiful day out. Rody's nephew is actually on G varsity for, I think that's Lindbergh South. So she'll be on the other side, well, and I'll be running back and forth.